Good afternoon, VC. This is doompaul coming at you, episode 13, titled Side Projects, or also solo albums. Um, I scour the bargain bins quite often, and I usually find quite a bit of solo projects in them. And they get a bad rap for the most part. They're always like, yeah, maybe not. But I'm here to discuss a couple that I have today, and please feel free to comment on ones that you think are fantastic, and ones that I should be seeing. I don't have all that many, but I did pick up quite a few. First one I'm going to be discussing today is Rick Wakeman's Journey to the Center of the Earth. He has a wizard's outfit on. Therefore, this record is fantastic. Absolutely fantastic record. It's recorded live with the symphony in England. Comes with this neat little book and all that. This is one of the very first records I picked up. And I didn't listen to it until this week. And boy, is it fantastic. Just symphonic in all the right ways. Everything just comes together, and it's a nice, concise sort of rock opera that actually holds your attention throughout the whole thing. If I did have a qualm with it, and I do, it's the vocals. The guy that sings, I'm not the biggest fan of. But, Rick Wakeman's almost cheating because, he's known for so much more than Yes. But I'm going to go with this as a side project because he was pretty consistently with Yes. But, boy, what a great record. And there's narration in it, and it's like one of those kids record in books that you used to look at. Just fantastic. I didn't, when I started vinyl again, the last thing I expected to like as my favorite instrument would be the organ, but it's quickly growing to be such. You'll have to excuse my hands. I'm taking a lunch break from painting my house in the Idaho heat, which, if I come across as a little addled, it's from the sun, not anything else. So, now the next record is also Yes related, and there's no surprise. All the Yes guys did their own stuff. This one's not so good. This one, John Anderson's Song of Seven. Now, I like John Anderson's voice, I do. And I love Yes. I really did. While I've been painting, I just spent the time listening to their first record for the first time. And boy, it wasn't what I expected, and it was a lot more jazzy than I thought it was going to be. And pretty fantastic. But this, on the other hand, I'm not going to say it's terrible because the first two tracks, well, For You, For Me, and Summer Born, and also Song of Seven, sound like great Yes songs. The rest of it, though, it just seems like he didn't have enough material to put out a solo album, so he just wrote a bunch of bad love songs and honky-tonk country, and it's a failure in my opinion. The first two tracks are really good. For You and For You, For Me. Great Yes song. And Summer Born, a little bit less, and it also shows his penchant for world music. But the rest of it, just, I don't know. Don't write bad love songs. It just don't. I don't know. I'm sure there's a squad of people who would disagree with me. I don't know. It is a really nicely You know, take a look at that. Picture of him kissing his baby. That should be a pretty good sign there. Um, so, I don't know. Um, I gave it 3 spins over the last week. You know, I try to listen to every record I review 3 times before I do a show. And by the 3rd time on this one, I was done. I was like, no, I don't think I'll be listening to that anytime soon again. The next record is a bit of a cheat, I guess, because it is put out under the Black Sabbath moniker, but it was originally supposed to be just a Tony Iommi solo project, but I guess the record companies wanted it as a Black Sabbath thing, so hence money wins every time. I myself think that Tony saw the movie Top Gun and decided he was going to write a soundtrack to it. That's how horrible it sounds. It really, I mean, everything's like Eye of the Tiger level. I also think that he purchased this new jacket and he wanted everybody to see it. And that's probably the only other reason why this record exists. The guitar playing on this is fantastic. You can certainly tell it's him. But man, once again, that vocalist that they have, I guess I should know who it was. My eyes aren't so good anymore. Glenn Hughes. Oh, well. I'm sorry, but it just doesn't work. It doesn't work for me. I love Black Sabbath. They're my favorite band of all time. Have been forever. I'm not by it. Really, it sounds like the Top Gun theme song. It sounds like there should be like a video with Kelly McGillis in it every 5 minutes, being like, and there should be like a lot of like 80s dancing in it, and it's just no good. A lot of people are going to disagree. It's just my opinion. I'm open to Black Sabbath. I really am. I'm open to having, I liked the Black Purple record. I think it was fantastic. This one does not do it for me. Final record I have for you today. A lot of you know that Soft Machine is near and dear to my heart. I think the first couple records by them are just top notch. Cheers. Just top notch, and I'll pretty much purchase anything Soft Machine related, and I did. I purchased Kevin Ayers. Yes, we have no mañanas, so get your mañanas today. Let's talk about this record for a second. First of all, probably the worst record cover of all time. He plays his instruments well. He can write really good songs, and then it gets to the lyrics and the singing. He is not a singer. He's interesting. He definitely has its own thing. But if I were him, chances are I would not be writing a song about making love to an owl. Just me, I don't know. Oh, what a beautiful owl you are. The way you blink, it makes me think of things to say and things to do, but most of all, loving you. To an owl. I love you, owl. In that way. I don't know. Another thing I found was this song called Mr. Cool, which almost sounds like a rip on his former bandmate, Robert Wyatt. Whatever happened to know-it-all, knew how to climb but not to fall, had to fall from so high above, the only deep enough was love. Almost sounds like a rip on Wyatt and how he fell out of a window and became paralyzed. And if that's the case, boo on you, because that's just a jerk move. I may be interpreting wrong. I've been inhaling paint fumes all day. I don't know. Not the, but just the whole record. It's a fun listen because it's almost like a bunch of children's songs. It's, and I don't know if it's written poorly or if it was the intention for it, but boy, this record. I mean, I paid $2 for it. I gotta say, and you know, I was with somebody and I pulled it out and I was like, wow, and they were like, yeah, no, and I probably should have listened, but you know, it's not every day you get to listen to a song about making love to an owl. I just don't know what to say about that. That's I'm sure this has a bunch of bird watchers. It's ruffled their feathers. Anyway, I also listened to a couple other ones. I didn't want to do too many. I listened to John Anderson's Orias of Sun Hillow, which I thought was just fine. It was his first solo project, and I thought it was good. I guess a lot of things that a lot of people say that the solo projects is what ruined Yes, and I don't know about that. I mean, you can tell there's a lot of egos in that band, a lot, and whatever. That's cool. That's, you know, that's why you're rock stars. I guess that's all I got for you today. Please, in the comments, talk to me about some solo projects you think are really worth listening to. I'm totally down for it. And I like hearing from you guys. And I appreciate you guys that subbed. And yeah, I don't know. That's all. I guess I have to go back to inhaling paint fumes now. So, hooray! Anyway, have a good Sunday, and have a good week. Thanks much. Bye.